Front and Center. Front and Center. A focus on important and significant developments affecting the lives of Filipinos, not only in the Philippines, but also those living and working around the world. Join us in Front and Center. Front and Center. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Welcome to Front and Center, a program that focuses on developments in the Philippines, legislation that provides policies and directions that strives to promote a better economy for the country, issues that concern the welfare and well-being of every Filipino. All of these and more will be Front and Center. Join me in this program here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. You can watch this program on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. That's Radyo Pilipinas World Service. And this program, Front and Center, and the programs of Radyo Pilipinas World Service can also be listened on the following shortwave frequencies: 12.010 MHz, 15.640 MHz, and 17.820 MHz. Join us for another edition of Front and Center. I'm your host, Jerome Toledo. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has cited the government's aggressive push to develop the Luzon Economic Corridor, potentials in the renewable energy sector, and the ongoing digitalization initiatives in a move to pitch the country's investment potential to investors. Addressing the 6th Indo-Pacific Business Forum, or IPBF, in Taguig City, President Marcos said upgrading Luzon Island's infrastructure is essential in enhancing and empowering the workforce and facilitating the smooth flow of goods and services. The president also delved on the Philippines' renewable energy potential, noting there are almost 500,000 megawatts from sources like geothermal, hydropower, solar, and wind that are ready to be harnessed. Also, recent amendments to the Renewable Energy Act allow 100% foreign ownership of RE sources, making the country an attractive destination for clean energy investments. President Marcos said his government is equipping them with necessary tools to become sustainable businesses, particularly on the micro, small, and medium enterprises or MSME sector. Furthermore, the Philippines can serve as a platform for companies to access the more than 600 million strong Southeast Asian consumer market. And with the country's proximity with these growing economies, companies can enter other supply chain and be part of inter-country economic systems, creating more opportunities for collaboration and partnerships. In the same event, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. invited foreign investors to participate in the Philippines Build Better More infrastructure program. President Marcos said the infrastructure program currently includes 185 priority projects worth 9.5 trillion Philippine pesos. Marcos said the program is set to transform the Philippines' infrastructure landscape. The chief executive said a whole-of-nation approach, particularly private investments, is necessary to achieve this goal. President Marcos touted the country's public-private partnership, or PPP code, which he said makes collaboration between the government and the private sector more efficient. Also, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has activated the whole-of-government approach in making the country a leader in smart and sustainable transportation. And he has directed the Department of Public Works and Highways, Department of Transportation, and the National Economic Development Authority to develop and implement transportation projects that meet the needs of Filipinos and businesses. The president said a national transport policy is formed, recognizing the crucial role of transportation in the country's socio-economic development. President Marcos said the policy also discussed about enabling inclusive and sustainable growth and helping the Philippines achieve broader national goals. And let us listen to the address of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. in front of hundreds of investors at the 6th Indo-Pacific Business Forum.
It is an honor to address you today at the 6th Indo-Pacific Business Forum, a testament to our collective vision for a resilient and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Through this economic framework, 14 partner nations have embarked on a transformative journey, aiming to foster sustainable and inclusive economic growth. This forum's success is particularly significant as it precedes the inaugural IPEF Clean Economy Investor Forum in Singapore this June. The key themes we are discussing today: clean energy, digital transformation, supply chain resilience, infrastructure, emerging technologies, are at the heart of the IPEF agenda. These areas represent the pillars of our shared future, driving energy, security, decarbonization, digital trust, robust supply chains, and, of course, technological innovation. The recent U.S. presidential trade and investment mission further solidified our commitment to deeper economic ties. We sought greater participation in global value chains, increased foreign direct investment, and a sustained, robust economic growth, recognizing that an economically strong Philippines will be a valuable ally in the region. The Philippines' co-hosting of the 6th IPBF reaffirms our dedication to stronger stakeholder engagement and to deeper economic ties that are worker-centered, sustainably driven, inclusive, and targeted towards meaningful economic activity for all our countries. This forum provides a platform to showcase our investment opportunities, economic potential, and ongoing development projects, solidifying our leadership role in the Indo-Pacific region. As the Philippines occupies a strategic position in the Indo-Pacific, we are leveraging our strategic geopolitical location, economic engagements, and participation in regional agreements. With this region accounting for over 1/3 of global economic activity, this presents immense opportunities for our nation. We are proud to be a major contributor, with our GDP ranking amongst the fastest growing in the region, coupled with our burgeoning population and significant trading outputs. I am proud to share that our economic achievements have been outstanding in the last 2023. The Philippines' 5.5 GDP growth surpassed major economies in Asia based on the latest available data. Foreign direct investment continues to flow in, with 4 consecutive months of expansion. Our investment pledges have also soared, reflecting a healthy pipeline of inward FDI. Notably, IPEF partner countries play a significant role in our robust economic growth, contributing substantially to our FDI and other approved investments. Through these economic strengths, we aspire to transform the Philippine economy into a regional hub for smart and sustainable manufacturing and for services. On April 11, 2024, we discussed one of the most important collaborations amongst our IPEF partner countries, the Luzon Economic Corridor. Given Luzon, our northernmost and largest and most economically active island in the Philippines, given Luzon's critical status as the host of most of the Philippines' export manufacturing and high technology industries, upgrading infrastructure in this area is essential. These enhancements are crucial for empowering the workforce and facilitating the smooth flow of goods and services. We have earmarked key projects to spur growth in the Luzon Economic Corridor, creating strategic connections between Subic, Clark, and the Calabarzon region, a prime location for export manufacturing firms. These initiatives will enhance freight transport services, mobility, and access to key economic zones, ensuring business continuity and positioning the Philippines as a regional hub for agribusiness and logistics in the Asia Pacific. Our renewable energy potential, with over 491,821 megawatts from sources like geothermal, hydropower, solar, and wind, is ready to be harnessed. Recent amendments to our Renewable Energy Act allow 100% foreign ownership of RE resources, making us an attractive destination for clean energy investments. We intend to tap this vast potential as we target to increase the share of renewables in our power generation mix from the current 22% to 50% by the year 2040. Since the COVID-19 pandemic and other socio-political concerns exposed the vulnerabilities of supply chains, we also emphasize the need for diversification and for resilience. As mentioned, we are focused on developing priority industries like electronics, semiconductors, critical minerals, and we want to attract investments that generate employment and strengthen our position in the global value chain. The Philippines is also embracing digital transformation with a government-led strategy to enhance digital infrastructure, connectivity, and business facilitation. With micro, small, and medium enterprises at the heart of the Philippine economy, and for that matter, at the heart of the economies in the Indo-Pacific, we equip them with necessary tools to become a sustainable business. We believe that Indo-Pacific investors have the potential to contribute significantly to the expansion of such businesses. The Philippines also offers a strategic location with a robust experience and record in the IT BPM competencies and a strong direction towards upgrading business process outsourcing into knowledge process outsourcing, such as market intelligence, business analytics, legal services, and AI, amongst others. Furthermore, the Philippines can serve as a platform for companies to access the more than 600 million strong Southeast Asian consumer market. Our proximity to these growing economies can allow them to enter other supply chains and be part of inter-country economic systems, creating more opportunities for collaboration and for partnership. Our Build Better More infrastructure program, encompassing 185 priority projects worth 9.5 trillion Philippine pesos, is set to transform our nation's infrastructure landscape. These projects contribute to our goal to be the next logistics hub in Asia. But achieving this requires a whole-of-nation approach, particularly private investments. Therefore, we invite foreign investors to participate in this endeavor through public-private partnerships, engineering procurement, and construction contract, and for feasibility studies as well. With the Public-Private Partnership Code, we have accelerated the delivery of critical projects, fostering economic growth and enhancing the quality of life for all Filipinos. This landmark legislation makes collaboration between the government and the private sector even more efficient. Additionally, the recent establishment of the Maharlika Investment Fund, our sovereign wealth fund, demonstrates our strong commitment to strategically invest in key sectors that will accelerate national development. This fund plays a vital role in financing critical infrastructure projects, stimulating economic growth, and generating long-term returns for the benefit of all Filipinos. By mobilizing resources and attracting private capital, the Maharlika Fund will be pivotal in our goal of creating more opportunities for future generations. Let us now talk about transportation. While we have not yet reached the point of seamless, smart transportation, we are not standing still either. We have a wide range of programs and projects underway, all aimed at making our transport systems more efficient and our cities smarter. At the heart of this effort is our national transport policy. This policy recognizes the crucial role that transportation plays in our socio-economic development. This is about enabling inclusive and sustainable growth and helping us achieve our broader national goals. Since this program requires a coordinated effort Agencies such as the Department of Public Works and Highways, the Department of Transportation, and the National Economic and Development Authority are working together to develop and implement transportation projects that truly meet the needs of the Filipino people and of the Philippine economy. We are investing in everything from roads and railways to ports to airports, all intending to create a transport network that is safe, efficient, and accessible to everyone. Such are the lessons learned from the pandemic. We are also embracing new technologies to make our transport systems smarter, more responsive to changing needs. There is a long way to go still, but we are committed to making the Philippines a leader in smart and sustainable transportation. And we believe that with the right investments and partnerships, we will achieve that goal. In terms of legislation, we are committed to creating a conducive business environment. Our game-changing reforms such as the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentive for Enterprises, or CREATE Act, and initiatives like the Ease of Doing Business Act and the Green Lanes for Strategic Investments Executive Order underscore this determination to attract and to support foreign investment. Significantly, there is now in the pipeline, the Create More Act, which represents a significant leap forward as we expand and refine the incentives introduced under the original Create Act. Through this, we are making the Philippines even more attractive for investments, both local and foreign. With Create More, we enhance the existing incentives by widening the range of eligible activities and providing greater flexibility in the application process. Additionally, it streamlines administrative procedures, reducing bureaucratic hurdles, making it easier for businesses to access such benefits. Through these reforms, we assure you that the Philippine government is fully committed to supporting and facilitating your business endeavors in our country. We extend our hand in partnership and stand ready to provide any assistance that you may require as you navigate the business landscape of the Philippines. And last but not least, we are also at the forefront of actively promoting the Philippines as a prime investment destination through strategic partnerships such as free trade agreements and the generalized system of preference, ensuring that investors in the Philippines benefit from such preferential market access. Through our ties with different countries, our nation enjoys access to various markets, including the ASEAN market, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, the Philippines-Japan Economic Partnership Agreement, amongst others. These agreements underscore our commitment to fostering economic growth and international cooperation. With RCEP, investors can access other markets from RCEP countries by manufacturing and exporting their products from the Philippines. It is important as well, not just to be physically in the right location, but also to have access to other markets by way of FTAs and other tools. The Philippines is one of the best countries when it comes to all of these. Allow me to wear my salesman's hat for a little bit. Before I end, I want to emphasize the Philippine economy is not only growing, but I should say it is also thriving. In fact, we are one of the fastest growing economies in the world. We are committed to fostering and continuing this momentum. We are continuing to formulate transformative reforms to ensure a conducive business environment, cultivate a skilled and competitive workforce to drive industrial transformation. Through these steadfast efforts, we are attracting foreign investments that are not only fueling our growth, but also broadening our economic base. As we forge international collaboration and trade agreements, we create stronger economic ties with nations across the globe. Therefore, I am confident to be able to say that the Philippines stands at a pivotal moment in its economic journey. We remain at the forefront of ensuring collaboration, innovation, and a shared vision for a prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Together we can unlock unprecedented opportunities for growth and for development. So we invite you to join us in this exciting journey, and together let us make it happen in the Philippines.
And that was Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Meanwhile, after the Philippines endured El Nino for a few months, here comes the La Nina knocking on our door. The Philippine government is preparing for this upcoming phenomenon. The Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Astronomical Services Administration, the State Meteorological Service, has issued a La Nina watch as it reported that El Nino is gradually waning. And as of now, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ordered the national government agencies to closely coordinate with the local government units, or LGUs, in preparation ahead of the La Nina phenomenon that is expected to start next month. He cited the need to implement a whole-of-government approach to prepare for La Nina. And recently, President Marcos Jr. assured the public of the government's readiness to address La Nina. Moreover, the construction of long-term flood control projects is going to deal with La Nina's challenges for the government. He added that the government is already doing everything it can to prepare for La Nina, which is forecast to hit the country in the latter part of the year. And before we wrap up this edition, Department of Health has presented the National Human Resources Master Plan 2020 to 2040 to the President. The proposed National Workforce Support System aims to address the gap in human resources for health. This is in keeping with the Philippines' commitment to meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In the discussion, President Marcos highlighted the importance of a few themes from the NHRMP. They are a focus on human resources and preventive healthcare, the BUCAS centers or Bagong Urgent Care and Ambulatory Services, the corporatization of tertiary hospitals, investing in women's health because women are marginalized and they are often the ones who take care of the whole family, and this has a multiplier effect in our healthcare system, and the need to include the 5 gems of tourism in the hospital system beyond first aid. And let us hear the press briefing of Department of Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa.
Yes, indeed, we talked about the reforms that the President wants implemented in our healthcare system. It focused really on emphasis on primary care. We talked about how the idea of we're spending a lot of money on improving a lot of our specialty hospitals, but a lot of the diseases that Filipinos die from are actually preventable if we have good primary care services at the local level. So this was the gist of the presentation, wherein we will focus on number 1, health promotion and disease prevention. Number 2, acute care, and number 3, women's health. So these are going to be focused based on our presentation to him, the development of the Bagong Urgent Care and Ambulatory Services Centers. These are mid-level diagnostic and therapeutic centers which will give primary care, yung first contact at the community level, those that are more than 2 hours away from a regional hospital. This will be run by our doctors from our regional hospital, and we started this project last January, and we now have actually 10 operational all over the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And we expect to open another 8 in the next few months. We are targeting as much as 28 for this administration, but I think we will exceed that because now I have 79 proposals from different regional offices. Attached to this is really a launch of mobile clinics. The DOH is procuring mobile clinics that will be used as a partner to go to the remote areas. And to complete the whole gamut from specialty center, regional hospital, bukas, mobile clinic is the Purok Kalusugan program. This is a program wherein we will revitalize primary health care in the community and going down below the level of the barangay at the Purok level. So yan yung napag-usapan namin, including all others. We will need the human resources. So we saw the gap. Inesent ko sa presidente na we have about 190,000 needed to actually fill in the gaps of our healthcare system. That's with the net flow, no? Yung mga nag-migrate at yung mga nag-OFW plus yung nag-graduate from our schools. May mga good news in the meeting. We had Ched described that under this administration, there are now 20 state universities and colleges that are graduating medical students. So malaking improvement yon from a previous of 8 in the past administration. And then we are also increasing our output of skills through TESDA. And then we also talked about the 5 gems wherein healthcare is needed, especially in our 5 gems, the 5 islands, Coron, El Nido, Siargao, Panglao, and Boracay. So these are the ones that we need to concentrate on, and we will improve the care not only of Filipinos but also of tourists that visit our 5 gems. Kasi gida areas yung mga island natin eh. They're really in remote areas actually. So pag may tourist na nagkasakit or na-injure, you can actually see na malayo sila doon sa health center. So we're trying to remedy that with Secretary Frasco.
And that was DOH Secretary Teodoro Herbosa. And that wraps up another edition of Front and Center here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Together with our producer Erwin Peñano and technical personnel Milo Janela, this is your host Jerome Toledo. Mabuhay and love the Philippines.
You have just heard and watched Front and Center. Front and Center. Join us again for another edition here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Front and Center.